We normally start milking around 5:30 in the morning, and it takes us about an hour and a half, depending on how many animals we're milking, to do the morning milking. And in the morning chores involve scraping the freestall barn, and then in the summertime moving cows to fresh pasture for their forages. The farm was purchased by my mother's parents, Hugh and Martha Toll, in 1943, and then my parents decided to begin operating the farm, Howard and Mary Gates, and they started in 1967, bought a mixed herd of cows and started milking in the original post and beam barn. They built a 40 cow freestall with a double 3 parlor, and we started operating that dairy barn on November 7th, 1970. So we're just a few days away from our 50th anniversary in that building. And not much has changed. The cows come in, we have mangers for the grain. There's 2 bins located above each side. We used to have motorized augers that would auger the grain down into the feeders. Those wore out. So now we have, these are pull type feeders, so we pull so many times to give them so much grain. We do things what people considered pretty old-fashioned compared to the high-tech in the dairy industry and the maple industry right now. And then in 1997, in the fall, we began organic production, and so we've been shipping organic milk for a little over 23 years. We have about 45 to 50 cows in the milking herd. We raise all our dairy replacements, so we haven't bought animals since the mid-70s. We're a totally closed herd. We both know how we operate and try to do the best job we can with what we're doing. That's what's most important to me. So just try to be happy doing what we're doing and how we're doing it. And respect our neighbors. If they're doing a good job, you know, taking care of the animals, taking care of the land, respecting, you know, and it is difficult. We're all continually more and more rules controlling what we do, and hopefully for a good reason. That if everybody's doing that on their farm, then it's a good thing. We also produce some compost on the farm, so in the summertime that means turning the compost windrows. And we raise some meat chickens and turkeys. So usually the meat birds are done, started in May and done in July, and that's about the time the turkeys arrive on the farm, and they stay until early November before they go for processing. We put in these tracking units to generate electricity, so we generate enough electricity to supply both farmhouses and the dairy barn.
My name's Noah. I'm the 4th generation on this farm. I figured if I had my own sawmill, maybe I could make a little bit more money or do some more interesting stuff than just cutting logs and selling them. So I got a sawmill and put it together, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I've done a few small jobs for neighbors, and pretty much just using it for projects around the farm. You can use our own wood, so we save quite a bit of money, especially this year.
Family. I was always very fortunate when the boys were little that I didn't work a lot in the barn at that time, but I was able to be here, and they were always able to be around their father and their grandfather and grandmother, and you know, and being outside. You know, my favorite time of day is being out at sunrise when, you know, with the animals and taking care of them, and it's just the best part of the day. And of course by 6 o'clock at night I'm asleep in a chair, but this day and age, 2020, you just don't know what's down the road, so you just have to keep living in the moment, I guess, and try to figure it out. But
my mom always helped me milk. And she always said maybe I did a bad thing, the boys didn't milk very much, but you know, it hasn't hampered them coming back and working on the farm. So it's something she always loved to do. She was 81, but she was still coming in the afternoon to milk. And it turned out really well. I really haven't regretted it. Been happy with my choice, and raising our family here and keeping the tradition going, continuing the farm, has been very satisfying.